Hello again. So once again we are back with our circular network, and I've been deciding what to do for this episode. So I think we're going to rip up this redundant track. In fact, I'm going to start doing that right now, because we're not taking anything here. I don't foresee us taking anything here in the near future, and it's just costing us money, and it looks ugly on the map because it wasn't terribly well designed. So I'm just going to rip it up. You don't want to pay maintenance on stuff, and if you don't need to. And if we want to deliver petrol again in the future, we can just build it again. Not a problem. We just blow up the station at Edinburgh, and I think I just put a piece of track somewhere there. Yeah. Okay, we'll get rid of this. Get rid of all of this. All of it. No, we'll leave that there just in case we do decide in the future to recreate this line. We'll just get rid of that. Leave the tunnels and stuff for now. Okay, so that was just a little tidying up exercise, as we're not using that line for now. You see, I would much rather this forest to have financially 190,000. Let's look at industry, how much it costs. Fund new industry. If I could build a sawmill, that would be very good. So how much does a sawmill cost? 2.4 million. And how are we doing financially? We're making 160,000 at the moment, including renewing. We spent 174,000 renewing trains and 145 last year renewing trains. So we really made about 300,000 profit last year. So to get it's been 8 years, so we can, it's a bit too long really. But the principle would be, if you have a lot of money sitting around, well, the sawmill on the map is up there, so you'd have to take the wood up there and then bring it back down here, to take the wood up there to turn it into timber, then bring the timber down to this place that we abandoned, or there's another one here now, and turn it into timber. But you see, if you could build a sawmill here where there's nothing, you could take the wood from here to here to the sawmill and turn it into timber, and then take the timber from here to here and turn it into engineering supplies and building materials, and then deliver. I think there's a building material drop-off thing here, isn't there? No. What's this? Is this new? Oh, livestock. Okay. And milk. Things are popping up, see? I'm sure, what's this? Building materials? Yeah, building materials. So, if we extended the line here, then we could get the forest, we could create a siding to the building materials and get this livestock, and then take it to the sawmill, if you don't have something that you just need that would create a chain, well, save up and buy it. But right now, I suppose what we want to do is upgrade all of our trains. that is the plan. So let's just let the game go and upgrade the trains and just keep looking around. We could improve this by giving the farm supply train a second outlet. Very expensive to build on that land though, but we're going to have to do it eventually. Here comes the farm supply train. Could I get it out some other way? Oh, I tell you what I could do. It's probably the most economical. It's this. Double up the station. And then just join that in. And then most of the time even if there's two trains waiting in the station, it won't take long for one of them to become available. Just wait for that to go. I can take that away. The train will consider that the signal is still there. Okay, put that there. And now the farm supply train, so that was quite an economical little improvement. So now the farm supplies train has a way to get out. And even if they're both full, one will empty quite quickly once the farm supply delivers because it will quadruple the production. So there we are, that should increase flow through that. So let's see if we can do anything else. Let's see what's happening here. What have we got waiting? 122 litres. Aha, I think we could maybe do with an extra train. Let's see how many we have renewed. Let's manage the list. Place vehicles. 7 we have. And how many do we have on this one? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they've all renewed. So the next thing to do is the engineering supplies. So fiddly, these things. Engineering supplies. They are going to be replaced like that. Okay. And what else? Let's do the chemicals. That seem to be holding up. Well, mind you, the petrol is actually more of a priority. So let's also upgrade them. Well, let's upgrade them and the chemicals. Okay. Place vehicles. Start placing vehicles. Okay, so we're keeping the finances under control. And we are upgrading things slowly but surely. How are we doing on sugar beet and food? That seems to be alright. The petrol's delivering. Are filling up. Here comes the oil. Oh, there's 3 oil trains going back. Is it? Oh no, there might be some chemicals there. This production, 117, but here we go. Here come the engineering supplies. See, it's getting more regular now. You can feel it. There's a rhythm being established. If we can just increase the cadence, that would be absolutely terrific. Uh, 79%. This is the new livestock production, which is pretty low. Pretty low. $41 tons of food. We've got 2 on here now, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look, see how the profitability situation, let's see what's happened now that we have all these faster trains on the oil route. Okay, well, it went up to 230,000. Lovely jubbly. So now if we start seeing some empty slots after the oil delivery here, or the engineering supplies delivery, what I could do cheaply is increase the amount of no, well, they're arriving in good time. I could add one. Add one, maybe 2 to each train. Okay, why don't I do that? Let me show you. Let me add one extra carriage to all of these. Just one. So I'll send them all to depot. Now it's going to cause a little bit of chaos maybe for some of them, depending on where they are. But this is generally a fast way to do it. The fastest way to do it. Especially if you've got hundreds of trains. This is, you know, I'm doing a lot of things here that I wouldn't normally do if I was playing to make a lot of money. But to show how certain things work, maybe for people who only play the game maybe casually, and these things might be useful, you know. So here we are waiting in depot, so we get it all set up. New vehicles, well, it's easy to set up because it's oil tanker, so booth, number 2, okay, and just send him back on his way. Okay, they're all kind of waiting in the depots. Okay, new vehicles, oil tanker. When I say get it set up, like if it was engineering supplies, you would have to change the you would have to change this to engineering supplies and get it set up, but it always defaults to the last one that you did. So if you have engineering supplies, it will come up with, like, if I buy one, send it on its way. Okay, and then if I buy another one, this time it will add it to the train. Now, if I change this to engineering supplies. Okay. Then when I go to number 10 to do him, when I do new vehicles, it comes up ready for engineering supplies. So it defaults, even though I'm in a different depot, it defaults back to whatever it was the last thing that you bought. And you see, with this group thing, I can see, okay, well, I know that these two are the ones because they're shorter, basically. So I know this one, new vehicles, buy vehicle, send him on his way, and this one. Now, like I say, that probably wasn't economical to do it like that. But it's done. It's just to show you how it works, really. Number 10. Waiting for a free pass. Okay, so this is one of the possibilities. He doesn't know, he's a little bit lost. He wants to go back to here, but he doesn't know how to get there. So he's kind of stuck, deciding what to do. Oh, no he's not. Yes he is. Okay, so what you can do is, for this circumstance, where's he going? What's the situation? Going to Grangemouth. And what has he got? Oh, he's got oil. So he's got oil to deliver. Okay, so you can set him to go back to the pickup, and that'll set him on his way. And then you can skip him to go back to Grangemouth. And now he will probably turn into this station here, I imagine. Yeah. So now he turns into the station, and he'll go around here and come back and deliver. So that was extremely bad because the train was about to deliver. Probably it was between here and here, which is why he went to this depot when I sent the order to go to the depot. But anyway, that was just an example of how you could do that quite simply and quite quickly, instead of trying to click through a great big list of trains and figuring out, like, what's the chemical train, what's the oil train, what's the petrol train. Well, you just got a little group and you just click a button and that's it. You've sorted them all. And so now when we look at all the trains, well, now it's easy to see the oil trains because they're all slightly longer. So this will help us maybe pick up, let's see the result of this. Let's have a look at the finances. It means trains will fill up slower because obviously there's more capacity. It means we will increase our payment rate per trip because there'll be an extra truck full of oil on each train. And it perhaps means that we will collect a larger proportion of the bonanza when the engineering supplies arrive and the production suddenly quadruples. So we'll sit here and watch that. There's not much building going on at this stage. I want to just upgrade all the trains. So I will fiddle with a few things, maybe improve a little bit of efficiency. How good are these new trains now? So cargo tracks, the SHP. So now, now the potential reliability is up to 95%. So when it first came into production, It was at 54%, was it? Or 61% when we bought it for the first time. Now it's at 95. So that's tremendous. Okay, so now here we are. With our higher capacity, we are still filling up trains. Although the empty train is arriving at a better time. It was here the last time when we were looking, so now it's arriving here. We've obviously just had the, have we? Have we got Bonanza going? Yeah, 416,000. So we've just had the delivery of engineering supplies. 0 crates waiting. And oh, train breaks down. That's most unfortunate. But it's pretty good, 65% there. At least it broke down off the main line. Thank you very much for doing that. Although no trains came along, so it wouldn't have mattered. And how are we doing on the old money? This should also help increase revenue. It's probably gone back down again, has it? Because it's not filling up. Oh no, 416,000, 74 transported. Oh, there we go, 117. So it's back to normal. Boom time is over. Okay, 274,000. And how much have we spent so far on renewing trains this year? Oh, we spent 473 last year. We made a loss at the end. But let's see how we're doing with our trains. Manage list, replace vehicles. Let's see how many we have. Oh, we only have 14 left. So let's just replace them all now. I'll just put the whole list on replace vehicles. I just replace them all. Once they're all replaced, then we will start expanding the network again. I think we'll keep an eye on that. What do we want to keep an eye on? Replace vehicles. I want to keep an eye on that so that when the Cheney Jubilee goes dark, we won't have any left. And he will be confined to the Railway Museum, where we will fondly remember the service he provided in building our network. Okay, so what we can do is come up here and get this coal, and we can also at the same time connect the textile mill, because we've got plant fibers we're not doing anything with here. Plant fibers, we could be delivering those with very little extra effort. And what about here? Oh no, that's green. And there's a new farm has appeared, yeah. I think this is another sugar beet, grain and sugar beet. So we could connect that too for a little extra sugar beet. Or I could just make a little line here and deliver some sugar beet and get some food. But you know, you have to connect to the main line to deliver the food, unless you want to just deliver the food here or something. With building materials, yeah. Yeah, you can make a few bob doing that, but I don't really want to do that. I want to continue. Now this is dairy, is it? A dairy, so it wants milk and manufacturing supplies, glass and stuff. And there's milk here, I think. It's only 18,000 litres. You know, this is peanuts. This gives us chemicals and farm supplies. And both of those things are good. And it needs, is it coal? Coal and stone. How much coal is this thing producing? 180 tons. Oh, and we have engineering supplies we could deliver. So that could be rather good. And that would give us a lot more chemicals. And the chemicals they go here. And where else do they go? Could we deliver them somewhere else? Well, we know they go here. That's the timber thing. That gets us engineering supplies too. Petrol and metal, but not chemicals. Anything else want chemicals in the area? Well, you know, we could increase chemicals. So I kind of like this. Plus then we could get the dairy. We could then get the dairy. And what else is it? Livestock. So we could add we could add a little more. It's only 18 units, but you know, we could add an extra livestock train, which will pile onto this, so that helps pay for it. Okay, so let's try. I'll next episode. I think I'll probably change my mind completely, but next episode I think we'll look at moving up to the coal mine, integrating this textile mill. I mean, I could conceivably run the main line there. Then this food could deliver here, this way. Yeah. Oh, we could look at that for the future, of course. There's no limit to the amount. If you've got lots of things here, you know, have a spur with, you know, like, you know, a whole bunch of factories all the way along. Boom, 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 boom. Great. You know, why not? This is great. We got a farm. We got a refinery, and we got another farm, and we've got a furniture factory. We've got IKEA here. You know, all in a nice line. That's great. And we've got all this space. I'm hoping that some other industries are going to crop up. What is this? I want fish. Trouble with fish is it pays really well, but not if you take it too far. Like I suppose in real life, fresh fish is great, you know. And if I take fish from here to here, then that is like a 3 or a 4 month trip. And it's even with the faster trains. So it's really not economical. All those whistles I'm hearing must be trains renewing. So yeah, now look at our revenue now, 878, just by upgrading the trains. Okay, how many have we got left? Just 4. So hopefully now everything will be going faster all over the network. Okay, how are we doing here? 312, 80%. Okay, failed on money limit. Okay, we can see these guys really chugging along now, motoring the supply trains. Oh, we don't have anything here. Do we have? Maybe we can add some more livestock trains. Here's a livestock train coming back. But if we've got one, if we've got stock waiting, then we really want to have another train. We don't want to miss out on that. That's the end of the year, that noise. So we just made 36,000, but 957,000 revenue from our trains now. That is very nice indeed. And we are ready to catapult things even further. Okay, so I mean we could. Alright, let's just wait until these trains. I'll end this episode once all these trains are renewed. We've only got 3 left to renew. Okay, things are really zooming around. I think we'll have another livestock train here. Oh, those signals holding things back. So let's put some signals here. I'm thinking gonna start putting them 4 apart because yeah, look at that. That train's arrived, that livestock train, and it's filled up and left straight away, so I'm gonna clone it. In fact, I should maybe have put an extra carriage on it. Yeah, that's something I should be remembering to do, is rather than clone and train at this stage, just add some carriages. Obviously we don't need to because we've got, for the supplies, because we've got them at the size we need to deliver what is required. Okay. Yeah, these farm supplies are coming in fast. 37% transported only. Yeah. So we're really not picking up. Do we not have good ratings? Maybe not. Mediocre. I mean, so we should be picking up 54 monthly supply out of 144. That's terrible. Okay, hopefully this will improve the throughput. And let's have a look down here. Maybe we need another on the livestock down here too. I don't know. That's why I'm looking. Oh no. What's the ratings here? Excellent. 19. Production 27. Yeah, so I'm getting most of it. Okay, so we need to improve our situation here. Let's see. Okay, it's gone up to good 56. Okay, 56. 57. Alright, so it's going up. So what I will do is actually increase. Is this the livestock train coming back? Heading for Winchester South. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Is this Trumpingbourne? So, new vehicles. I'm gonna add a livestock van. And this one, once it's delivered, still waiting on a train to upgrade, so I'm not going to build anything new until everything's upgraded. 250. Okay, we have one waiting now. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to add it and then it'll be done. Oh, perfect. It's going for a service anyway. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And this one should be heading back. So we'll send him to the depot, doesn't matter which one, probably go here. And we'll give him a livestock van. And that's a way to increase capacity without buying any more trains. I could have bought two, maybe I should have. See, we also don't want to end up with a big queue. So the train was held up to be upgraded. Okay, how are we doing now? Ratings. Okay, 70 and 81%. Okay, and so that should now have a knock-on effect here to the food. Yep, one has gone on its way and the other one is filling up with food. In fact, it's delivered and it's on its way back. That's excellent. And we also have this new livestock train adding its little couple of cents worth. And so are our trains now finished upgrading? I hope so. Yes, everything has been upgraded. Right. Okay, let's have a look at the finances. I didn't really do much that episode, just curated things a little bit. Diesel. Now, let's just, we'll say yes to that and have a look. Where is the... Oh, it's replace vehicles. Yeah, here we are. The good thing that you can do on the replace vehicle screen is you can compare. So here we are. So we can compare side by side. So the steam costs 56. The diesel costs 43. Because it's new, we have this terrible reliability. It doesn't have such a long lifespan. It does cost less to maintain, but it has less tractive effort, which means it can pull less. Although it has more power, so if you were pulling passengers, that would be good. If you're pulling freight, it's not so good. So in fact, the 37 is not as good for our purposes here as this old steam engine. So the steam engine, or this brand new steam engine, the last of the steam engines. So the steam engine, although we have a new diesel train, the steam engine is actually best for our purposes until I believe the UU47 appears, and that is better. Although it's not so much better that it's worth upgrading trains. What I generally do is I make the new trains the diesel, and when I replace the older trains, when the SH8P becomes obsolete, or starts to become old, when it gets to say 13, 14, 1964, 65, 66, then I might consider upgrading it to the diesel. Anyway, there we are. That's it for this episode. Financially, how are we doing? Or shall I finish the year? Yeah, let's. Well, no, because I want to start building, so. Yeah, well, let's do that in the next episode. Okay, that's it for this one. Bye.